With counting of votes underway in America, exit polls on Election Day have painted a grim picture for the Biden administration, whose Vice President Kamala Harris is fighting with ex-President Donald Trump for the White House. Most Americans are extremely unhappy with Biden's work over the last 4 years. It remains to be seen how this affects Kamala Harris' chances in the election, but would definitely hype Donald Trump's campaign team. An exit poll by CNN said around 3/4 of voters have a negative view of the way things are going on in the US currently. President Biden's approval ratings have taken a massive hit. A majority of people, at least 6 in every 10 voters, are unhappy with Biden's performance. Around 4 in every 10 voters are dissatisfied with the state of the nation, and 3 in 10 are angry at the state of affairs. Amidst all this, New York Times live election forecast predicted that Trump's chances of victory stood at around 80% in early hours of counting. On Pollmarket, a population prediction platform, Trump's chances of winning stood at a whopping 90% as votes began to be counted, indicating a massive Trump sweep. The Pollmarket predictions show Trump winning the popular vote and all the swing states. Swing or battleground states are those which are largely undecided on which party to support. Other US states are more or less squarely on the side of either the Democrats or the Republicans. So, these battleground states are those which can swing the election in the favor of one candidate or another. In the 2024 election, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, and Wisconsin have been identified as the swing states. In early hours of voting, Trump took a lead in 3 key swing states. Meanwhile, Trump did cause fresh alarm with a social media post claiming cheating in the biggest battleground state, Pennsylvania. Earlier, Trump said he would admit defeat only if the election was fair.
On the assumption I win, I don't know if something else happens. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of declaring victory. But if in normal times I would go over to the convention center, let's say at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something, but I just don't know. I don't have to tell them that. And I certainly don't want any violence, but I certainly don't have to tell. These are great people. These are people that believe in no violence. Unlike your question, you believe in violence. If I lose an election, if it's a fair election, I'd be the first one to acknowledge it. And I think so far I think it's been fair. I think there's been a lot of court cases. Both sides are lawyered up. Thousands of lawyers are involved in it.
What the changes in India's population and the differential growth rates.
This city has emerged.
We have a very special guest on the record.
The interview.
The role that the US side played at that point of time.
पूरी दुनिया की नजर.
Assume my phone is tapped. I can probably say hello to Mr. Modi.
आपके भारत पर है.
Episode of Know Your Candidate.
The rising confidence of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Communist China is the greatest threat.
There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremist.
I'm still a little perplexed by why we.
Your daily dose of news from India and across the world. Cutting edge views and analysis. Tune into HT videos. Click on the bell icon to subscribe.